Hello, and welcome to the weekly moon update. This week, we are talking about the week of December 25th through the 31st. We've got a holiday week, we have a full moon week, and we also have a very exciting community event on the Witching Hours podcast. We're having their New Year's Eve episode on Thursday, the 28th, and that will be a collective of people talking about their predictions for 2024. If you are coming to this video later throughout the week, there's always timestamps in the description below so that you can jump around to different sections of the week. All of the times are in Eastern Standard Time, so adjust that accordingly as well. So we have a lot of exciting things to talk about this week. Let's just go ahead and jump into it. All right, so starting off this week, we have a waxing gibbous moon, then we have our full moon, and then we have a waning gibbous throughout the rest of the week. The full moon is here on Tuesday, so this is your waxing gibbous, meaning it's increasing to full, and then your waning gibbous is on the opposite side of the full moon, and you can see the sliver is the moon is starting to darken on the right side. So that means the moon is decreasing for the entirety of the week, and then we'll have our last quarter next week. So it's really kind of fun. We've been in Gemini for Christmas Eve and for Christmas. So Gemini brings that playful, joyful, laughter and fun type of energy that you want to see on Christmas and the holidays, which I personally feel like is really great and wonderful because our full moon is in Cancer, which can bring with it a lot of emotions. So it's good that we're getting our fun and play, and then hopefully, like going home and we can be with ourselves and our emotions individually and not projecting our emotions onto everybody else. Now, if you're like staying with family for an extended period of time, be mindful of that because I think I just keep hearing the feel your emotions, but do not project them onto others. So just be aware that if emotions do come up and you are around family, to not just be throwing them at each other because that could obviously create some conflict. So we'll be in the airy, fun, playful duality sign of Gemini all day Christmas Day, all day Monday, because we don't move into Cancer until really early in the morning, Tuesday morning. So I do want to bring up the duality aspect of Gemini because I feel like this gives us an opportunity to let our inner child come out around the holiday season. Like if you're having difficulty tapping into that Christmas spirit and allowing yourself to play, like if you've got a lot on your mind, if you're having financial trouble and aren't able to like do the things that you want to do around the holiday season, try to tap into that inner child because children don't really care about like expensive things and extravagant things. They are still able to use their imagination and to believe and to create fun out of anything, out of nothing. So try to kind of tap into that inner child energy around Christmas, and Gemini can help us to do that. So then, really early Tuesday morning is when we move into the Cancer energy, which is going to move us into the full moon energy. So we'll be in Cancer energy all day Tuesday, all day Wednesday, and we don't move into Leo until Thursday, late afternoon, early evening. So lots of time to tap into the Cancer energy, lots of time to tap into the full moon energy. And Cancer energy is self care, mothering, nurturing. It is the moon sign. So it's a water sign, it's emotional. That's why in the Just a Phase planner, we are focusing on like reflecting on this entire year and tapping into how you felt throughout all 12 of the zodiac signs. What do you think about when you think of Scorpio? What do you think about when you think of Pisces? What do you think about when you think of all of the water signs in general? So, this is a journaling exercise to really help you reflect on 2023, the different seasons of the year, the different zodiac signs of the year, and your emotional connection to them. How do they make you feel? I think this is also a moon that's going to help us balance again because we think about we're in Capricorn season and we have a full moon in Cancer. Capricorn is work hard, Cancer is fun in the sun, summertime season. Capricorn's getting through the winter. Cancer is we don't have anything to worry about. We have all the crops are fruiting and we have all this abundance. But this time of year is where we have a lack of abundance and less light and less food, less of a lot of things. But Capricorn knows that it can get to the other side. And being paired with a Cancer full moon is reminding us that we're not going to achieve that goal. We're not going to climb the mountain unless we rest, replenish, and recuperate. Fill our cup up, allow ourselves to feel and experience emotions and feel and experience the joy of the season. So hopefully this is a time where you're able to take a break from work and you're able to just be at home with your family and you're able to be at home with yourself and your energy and your emotions and checking in with how are you feeling about the close of 2023 and how are you feeling about moving into 2024. So this full moon is illuminating whatever it is that you need to pay attention to. If you need to pay attention to self-care, do something to take care of yourself or start thinking about a New Year's resolution or a New Year intention of how can I incorporate more self-care into every month, not just something I do at the end of the year or not just something I do on my birthday. How can we continue to replenish and refill our cup all the time on a regular basis so that we're not getting burnt out and feeling drained and depleted? This is also a time where hopefully like the holidays have kind of come to a close for you. We've got this week to just kind of not even a week, a little bit less than a week, like 5 days before the start of 2024, before the New Year's Eve. So this is almost kind of like this reprieve or this intermission in between like two really big holidays. So hopefully sometime while the moon is in Cancer, you're able to kind of take a step back and reflect a little bit, see what's illuminated for you. And then Thursday early evening is when we move into the Leo energy. Leo is again going to want to like ramp up the party, ramp up the celebration a little bit. We're getting close to the new year. So I'm anticipating that this is going to be a fun and celebratory witching hours episode. And it is kind of interesting that I think we end up or they broadcast every Thursday. But a lot of the times that I end up being on there, which is maybe once a month, the moon usually is transitioning into Leo or already in Leo. So it's kind of interesting. Leo has this like sunny social kind of aspect to it. And that's going to carry us into the weekend, into a New Year celebration. But we'll be in Leo, fire, energy, action. Yes, it's a waning Leo moon, but it's a waning gibbous moon. So we're still so close to the full moon. We still have that a lot of energy and a lot of light and a lot of illumination around this time, because next month we will have our Leo full moon. So lots of light, lots of energy, lots of social energy late Thursday, all day Friday, and all day Saturday, because we won't move into Virgo until Sunday right after midnight. So this is going to put a little bit more of that organization, that planning, that to do, as the moon is going to be in Virgo for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So we'll talk about New Year's Day and Virgo energy next week. But this helps you. This might be a good time to like sit down with your planner and reflect, or sit down with your journal and think about the things that you want to do. Maybe after listening to the Witching Hours podcast on Thursday and everybody else's predictions, it might have kind of stirred something in you that got you inspired or motivated, or just thinking about what are you going to do for next year? What's going to be happening for you? How are you going to navigate these different energies in 2024? So, just a reminder, if you haven't ordered your 2024 planner, you still have time to order it and receive it before the new moon in Capricorn, which will be January 11th. Okay, so I filmed this whole section with my mic muted. I kept having to mute my mic because I kept having these coughing fits, and my body was like I was really pushing my body too hard to get this video filmed and out while I'm still recovering from being sick. And it's kind of funny because the card message is really kind of screaming at me like, hey, listen to your body. But it does reflect and the energy of the full moon in Cancer. That reminds us to listen. So the key word here is listening. Whispers come upon the breeze through pretty shells and open seas. But do you listen true and well? Stop your rushing, heed the spell. Pay attention, words await. Messages denote your fate. So the fairy godmother's message is, do you get caught up in the drama and devastation of life's challenges? Or do you sit still as stormy waves crash all around you and simply listen? This is a time for quiet, a time for reflection, and to be still. Please slow down a bit, for whilst you are scurrying around, you do not hear me call. There are many important messages you are missing, much to your own determinant. One of my roles is to bring you peace, but I must say that you aren't making my job easy. It is vital that you give yourself some silence in order to hear the loving guidance being imparted, to feel spirit, and to notice that the beauty is all around you. Be still, breathe, and relax. Here in this internal place of the sacred, you will find restoration of balance and harmony. Then you can better hear the advice that is being whispered to you as you learn to live in the present. This message also implies that you are not listening to the needs or indeed the words of others. Next time you have a conversation, observe your own thoughts whilst another is talking. Are you thinking about what to say next, or are you truly listening to the words that they are speaking? There is a difference between hearing and listening, and your answers reveal the truth of the matter. However, just because someone tells you something doesn't mean that they are to be believed or to be obeyed. Trust your own judgment. To enhance your clairaudient, psychic hearing skills, open your ears to the sounds all around you. You will be surprised to hear auditory noises that you will have missed previously when you were otherwise preoccupied with life. So it's really kind of interesting, like, we literally are watching this video, but we can't hear the words that I'm saying. I believe I was talking about just thinking about the big, bright, full moon in the middle of winter. The sky always feels so much more clear and open and visible this time of year. And especially if you're in a place where it snows, everything feels so hushed and quiet on a cold winter night. So I really feel like this full moon in Cancer is reflecting that stillness, that quiet, and that calm and that darkness that we get in the middle of winter. And this calm, quiet, and darkness is so that we're able to listen and hear those messages from Spirit, and to listen to our own intuition, to listen to our bodies. Like, my body was screaming at me to like, stop filming this video. You literally cannot breathe right now. So I had to cut this video short. I'm going to listen to my body and allow it to rest. I'm going to be still and quiet, and I hope that this Cancer full moon illuminates something really bright and beautiful and special for you, some winter magic.